put the clay, even though I haven't written on the board, I think everyone knows the name of the clay. It is The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov. And as soon as we understand that the name is The Proposal, everyone gets different kinds of thoughts. Like, it is very simple for any person to understand that this is something connected to marriage. It is true, it is something connected to marriage, but it is not a regular kind of a thing. When I say it is not the regular one, what does it mean? It is actually a farce. A farce means it's a comedy. In the name of proposal, we just laugh. Why do we laugh? It is because we understand that marriage is something which is sacred in one way. It is something which is pure. We also understand that it is connecting families together. But Anton Chekhov takes a different kind of a theme and he makes us feel that marriage is something like a business. And when it is dealt in the form of a business, and the way the bride and the bridegroom, like the one who is going to get married, they speak, the way they speak, we can't do anything but laugh. And that is a farce. When you're taking any serious matter and making it into a comedy or something which is not serious, we call it a farce. So bear that in mind. Is that clear with everyone? So what are the characters that we have? We have three characters, that is Stephen, Stefanovich, Chubukov. We all the time should remember just this Chubukov. And Chubukov has a daughter whose name is Natalia Stefanovna. We should remember just Natalia. In case in your examinations, in the question they give the full name, one time alone write the whole name. Second time, in the second paragraph, if it is a long answer, use only Chubukov or Natalia or Lomo, part of the name. And later on, all the time use pronoun, he or she. Never ever do the repetition of nouns in any of the answers. This is a standard thing that you have to remember. And the third character is Ivan Vasilovich Lomov. Remember, Lomov. So these are the three characters that we have. The first one is the father. The second one is the daughter. Simply writing DAU. And Ivan Vasilovich is a neighbor. He is a neighbor and he is the one who felt that it would be best to get married soon. And why did he think that it is best to get married soon? It's fine if at all a person is of a marriageable age, it is correct to get married. But he feels that is Ivan feels that he is older than what he has to get married. Like he crossed the limit. He is in his early, what is his age? Early 30s. That is 34, 35. He is like that. So he feels he's older. Other than that, he has health issues. What are the health issues that he has? One is palpitations. Another thing is twitching. Twitching is involuntary movement of any particular part of the body. For him, it starts twitching from his legs and it comes throughout the body and it usually comes in the night when he sleeps. He is not able to control it. Twitching means involuntary movement of any particular part of the body and you see throbbing they say. Sometimes suddenly you can see some nerve vessel moving. Did you all feel like that? We can understand the way this involuntary movement, sometimes if it is not painful, it's all right. But if it causes pain and if it also causes problem for your sleep, is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's bad because the person's health deteriorates. Only when a person has proper food and good sleep combined with exercise, they are going to be healthy. We all know about that. So this man has realized that it is too late for him to postpone the activity of marriage. And he felt that he has to marry someone close by whom he knows in the name of education and in the name of land. Why am I saying this name of land and education? Please remember that Russians once upon a time were not ready to marry people who live far away. And what is the reason for that? That is land. In case their land was next to someone else's land, and if a girl was of marriageable age, they preferred that first, so that both the lands together would become larger pieces of land. Is the motive understood clearly by everyone? Yes. Once they get this idea, they continue. And now the girl's parents also do not object, because they also wanted the land to become larger and not divided. Is this clear till here? Everyone understood all the points? So I'm taking another page so that I'll be able to tell you what is what. So the story starts in such a way that Chubuko meets who? Lomo. Do you mean to say that Chubuko has come to Lomo's house, or Lomo went to Chubuko's house? Lomo went to Chubuko's house. Why did he go? We already know his intention. What is the intention? He wanted to propose. And is he doing the right thing to tell the father and then propose the girl? Or is it a wrong thing? It's a right thing. It is a right thing, because in case he tells the father, it is not going to be any kind of a problem. I'm sorry, there was a little bit of a disturbance. So we can understand that he did a good thing to tell the father first, and later he can talk to the girl directly when the father gives the green signal. Instead of fighting later, why did you do this and that and that? You see it in regular movies. But now, how did this man Lomo come? He came in his evening dress. Please remember, in most of the foreign countries where it snows, evenings are extremely chill. So they wear fully clothed, proper clothes, and if you look at them, we can understand maybe it's like party. It is so elegant. He came with a full coat and excellent clothing. Looking at him here, Chubukov speaks. You know, this fellow's speaking style is like honey coated words. He uses darling, let me kiss you. Such kind of dialogues are used by him. But in his mind, what does he think? How did this girl come now? That is what is going in his brain. I'm sure he might have come for the sake of asking some kind of money. Internally, he's scolding. Externally, he's using honey-coated words. Is this understood by all? So we should understand that sometime in the past, Lomo might have come to take some kind of a help from Chubuko. So this man felt that he had again come for the same reason. At that time, without any kind of hesitation, Lomo told very clearly that he has come to propose his daughter, whose name is Natalia. As soon as this man told that he has come to propose Natalia, Chubuko was on cloud number 9. He was so happy. He was jumping in joy. He literally took his hand and he kissed and he said, "Oh my God, she is like a love cat. She is in love." He used such kind of expression. And he told that he'll immediately go inform his daughter about it. Now, there's a big blunder done by this man. Can you all guess what is the blunder this man does? If anyone would tell me the answer, I'd be so happy. It's not mentioned the specific reason of the apostle. Please repeat it. Not mentioned the specific matter of the apostle. Not that it was a business. That's perfect. Instead of directly, the father did the mistake. He did not go to his daughter and tell, "My dear child, a man has come to propose you." That would have cleared all the trouble. Instead, he went to his daughter and told, "Child, a businessman has come." Why do you think he did that? It's because in his mind there is business. 2 pieces of land are going to become one big. Isn't it? In that way, he told. He did not know in what way this could lead to too much of misunderstanding, lot of quarrel. And almost that man, Lomo, close to death. Is this understood till here? This is part 1. We'll go to part 2 and part 3 and part 4. I'll make it into small pieces so that you'll be able to understand it clearly.